Okay, this is embarrassing. I really don't tell this story from the platform or to my audiences when I'm training professionally around the world. But I'm going to share this with you because if you're here in this course, at this spot, you're pretty die-hard because we're deep into this course. The analytics on this course show me that at this point, about 98% of the people who signed up for this course aren't watching. So I want to give you a reward for being with me at this point. Here's the situation. I was almost implicated in a male prostitution scandal. Now, before we get ahead of ourselves, let me make very clear, I've never been a male prostitute. Hard to imagine. This is why I don't like telling this story. I don't like having to tell people I've never been a male prostitute. That sounds a little sketchy right there. But here's the situation. When I was in high school, there was a very popular teacher named Jesse Campbell. Everybody liked him. He had a master's degree from Duke. I ended up going to Duke. He was the student council advisor. He knew me. I knew him. Very sociable. After I graduated from high school, I went back to my high school. So I would have been 19. This was the summer of 1982. And I was having lunch with another teacher, my favorite English teacher, in the teacher cafeteria. Jesse sat down. We started chatting. He said, "Hey, how do you like Duke?" "Oh, Jesse, it's great." And then he said, "Hey, do you have a job this summer?" I said, "No, I'm looking for one." He said, "Great. I have a plant." He was a biology teacher and an expert on plants and horticulture. He said, "I have a plant shop in the local amusement park. Hey, you're a good-looking guy." This was a long time ago. "Hey, you're a good-looking guy. You'll bring in the ladies. Come work for me." Gave me his number. I called him. Didn't hear from him. Called him a couple more times. A week passed. I needed a job. I kind of forgot about it. And I think I even left a message on his voicemail. In fact, I know I did. But I forgot about it. A couple weeks go by. I'm now doing some kind of moving or manual labor job that isn't very exciting. I'm at home after a long week of manual labor, half asleep on the couch, TV's on. All of a sudden, it's the news. All of a sudden, Jesse's face flashes up. News flash. Man arrested in Charlotte for running male prostitution scheme. Jesse Campbell, well-known popular teacher at Myers Park High School in Charlotte, arrested today, running a male prostitution ring. It's believed he ran the ring out of the young men who worked for him at the amusement park Carowinds. Next day, front page story. And it's mentioning men implicated. So my greatest fear is there's this story about this guy's arrested. Here are the 5 prostitutes who worked for him. And here's the 6th guy who was going to start on Tuesday, and his name is T.J. Walker. That was my fear. And at that point in my life, I had aspirations to be in the Senate, be president, and all these things. And I'm thinking, wow, my whole life is over, and I'm only 19 years old. I basically shut the curtains. And at home, I told my family, don't answer the phone. I didn't say why. And I was frankly scared. Now, at my day job doing some manual labor, another friend of mine was there who also went to high school with me. He's like, "Hey, I heard from the police today. They're going through Jesse's house and calling every number that's in the house and interviewing people." And I had my interview, and they asked me about this and this. And I'm thinking, oh no, I know he has my phone number. I left it on the voicemail. I wrote it down and gave it to him. It's only a matter of time until the police call me. The police never called. I was never in any headlines. I was not implicated as a male prostitute. It seems funny now, but at the time it was scary. Here's the thing. When you are a part of a story, or you think you're going to be a part of a story, and you can't control, it's scary. So I get it when you and a lot of my clients fear speaking to the media because you fear loss of control. You fear saying something stupid that will be taken out of context, possibly ruin your career, because it can ruin careers. In this case, I hadn't said anything to the media, but I was concerned about just being a part of a story. People do lose their careers because of dumb things they say or stories they're implicated in. So it's a very real fear. I felt the fear, and I can understand why you do too. Okay, so why do I tell that story? At some point, it's a way of humanizing me because it's sort of comical now, and I didn't do anything bad, but it's comical seeing this, this little goody two, and I was a goody two shoes, hiding, closing the curtains, it's like, don't answer the phone, being afraid of being caught in a male prostitution scandal. But it also drives home the point that it's totally normal to fear how you're portrayed in the media. People come to me to learn how to present themselves to the news media as well as live audiences. So I want them to understand that I get their nervousness. I get their fear because I've been there too.